Yes, it is I, Rasco, of the Rasco and Disco Beer Review, or here we are on the Beer Show. Tonight we're going to play a game which we tried playing on YouTube last week for the 24-hour live stream. I've got a few beers, I've got a few drinks, and that's it. What have I been doing? How have I been doing? Hey, Kent Beer Review, good to see you, pal. Hope you're keeping well. I just like to point, I've got two pre-show teas going. I've got some Pressure Drop, I've got some Anspach Hop Day, and some Titanic Captain Smith. Ken, you get to choose what I'm going to have. Pressure Drop, Anspach, or Titanic. I'm thinking I'm going to Titanic because it's the least memorable of all. What do you think? What do you think? Tell me what you want. Tell me what you want. Anyone. Anyway, so what I've been up to this week? Nothing. Working very hard. That's it. I had a few beers last night. I actually had this last night. I've had this before. I think I've nominated it for the Beer of the Year, and even if I haven't, I should be. The Imperial Baltic Porter. It's one of my favourite porters out there. Oh, the vote's in. Pressure Drop. Pressure Drop. There we go. Okay, Pressure Drop it is. A 10%er. But yeah, it is one of my favourite porters out there. I think Anspach really excel in doing porters and stuff like that. It is gorgeous. I will sit back and drink to it anytime, but it is 9%. What would say about it, apart from it being gorgeous? Ugh, I really need to get a new pair of shades. Brewed to celebrate their 7th birthday and our first year of production out of our Croydon site. I know it well. Imperial Baltic Porter reaffirms our commitment to history. I like that. A tradition of porter and brewing developed by brewers in the Baltic states. Hello, Disco. Yeah, it is quite delicious. It's got the maltiness. It's got a lot of things going on for it. I really like it. And I'll invite Disco. Low key lately. Fair enough. Sometimes it's good to go into stealth mode. Whatever you do, be happy. The beer world has gone insane again, and I can only wish sanity upon everyone in the beer world and peace. And those seeking justice, may you find it. Those seeking revenge, oh, don't bother. Okay, Craig, you asked for it. Here I go. I've sent an invite to Disco. I don't mind going solo. Shark! Hey, brother!
Yes, Rasco. Good evening. How you doing, sir?
I'm alright. I'm just opening up. That smells a bit dodgy. I think there's something wrong with this can. I've had this before, I'm sure. The choice of dessert, Cocoa Banana Stout, 10% by PD, Pressure Drop. Shark, take note of these guys if you haven't already, man. But there's something wrong with this can. It's not meant to smell like that. Here we go. What are you up to? What are you drinking?
What does it smell of?
Not good.
Okay.
Something smells off. Slightly tanned head, low carbonation, dark, slight amber tones around it. It smells like rotten fruit, if I'm honest, and I know it shouldn't. Here we go. Hey, doesn't taste all bad. I'm pleased with that. Put the shades back on. Are we doing a 24-hour live? If you want, mate. If you want, you can sponsor us.
Are you recovered from last week's shenanigans yet?
Who, me or him? Well, what was your brewery? Which Pressure Drop is the one I just had, mate. Just to make it clear, I've got 2 pre-show teas on the go. Because last week there was a question like saying, "Oh, this may not be your cup of tea," and I said, "Oh no, my tea box has lots of teas in it. I've got green tea and a normal tea on the go. I'm just about to finish my green tea, and off we go."
Fair enough.
I just tried to describe Anspach's Baltic Porter, and I'm completely at a loss for words for it. He's just brilliant, and it's one of my favourite porters, and I can't describe a bloody word about it. There you go. Merseyside beers. Hello, we're all in today. What are you on, Disco?
I'm on toast.
Oh, nice ethical brewery.
Yeah, indeed. Baker's Wit Beer. This is one of the pack I got in the other week. There's half a dozen ones with different adjuncts in them, different surplus foods, along with the surplus bread they use to brew toast beers. Very relevant at the moment. I was looking at green careers and ethical and recycling and stuff and energy and that on a course the other week, so I got some toast beers in to talk about food waste and stuff. And yeah, they've done there's a thing on at the moment, COP26, like a UN climate summit.
That's right, yeah.
I think they were involved in it, and I think Louisa from Toast was talking at it, and they've just produced, I just saw this week, they've produced a companion series box of 26 collab beers from all sorts of different breweries around the country, some of which look pretty interesting, but you want me to go into it and have a talk about it?
Yeah. I don't think COP26 has happened yet. I think it's going to happen, and they're deciding who's going. Well, a lot of leaders are saying they're going, and some of them are not.
Oh, okay. No, you're right. My apologies. Yeah, it starts on the 31st of this month.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is when and they produced a box of 26 beers, mostly collabs. I don't think they're all collabs, but they're all collab or eco-friendly companies and stuff. Along with tea and chocolate and all sorts of other snacks and a pint glass as well.
Yeah. There's another company called Toast who sell toast beer, and I've read them on Corridor Market, and that stuff you can just use from recycled bread is just amazing. I was well impressed. And we've got Shark jabbering away, saying he doesn't sleep and he might be up for another on. We've got Wookie Ales. Hello. Are you Wikipedia or? And
so yeah, sorry, go on.
Shark's saying he's drinking a brewery named Sierra Nevada. Drinking a hoppy lager. Have you heard of them by any chance?
I have heard of it. And do you know what? Funny enough, coincidentally, rolling around YouTube today, I saw Crummy Beer's review of that, of the Pale Ale, and it was the first time he tried it as well. So we did have a chat last week with Shark that I would be doing some Sierra Nevada, having never actually supped on any. So we'll that's in discussion. That will be coming up.
I mean,
Adam Murphy Beers is up at Nottingham Beer Festival this week with Raggy and Harry. And several others. I think Crummy's Beard is there as well.
Right, that's good. That's good. And Merseyside Harry saying hello to everyone's saying hello to each other. It's lovely and friendly. Cheers, Adam. Hi, guys. And yeah, even lads, a pub, Harry, Rob. Oh, it's good. Oh, they're on a Merseyside's in the pub with Rob and Dave and everyone. That's lovely. Where was my invite?
Where's your invite?
Where's my invite?
Tell you what. Yeah. You did have an invite, an open invite. It's a beer festival, so it's fine. It's fine, Rasko. We'll next year, hopefully, among all the other many beer festivals we're planning next year.
Yeah. And the beer hooligan, I like German tan men. Well, whatever floats your boat, mate. I'm not going to judge you.
That's the beer hooligan _.
Really?
Anybody was. Hi, Harry. How you doing?
Yes, Harry. I think you're in the wrong account. Right, anyway, so what was I going to say? So, any news, any shout-outs you got, or anything you want to talk about?
Yeah, well, I was going through I can go through the toast list quickly because there's some quite interesting collabs in there. There's a couple of like ones that are not problematic, but there's Beavertown collab, which is just Adnams ale sounds quite good. The Raspberry Scotch Ale. There's a smoked porter in there from Bedlam Brewery, which looks pretty good.
All right.
Better World Brewery, which used to be called No Heroes. I featured them. I won some of their beers on Craft Beer Hour over on Twitch. I don't think that's a collab. That's just their puffing can of Kvik IPA. That was pretty good, Kvik IPA, to be fair. 5 points, I've got one in there. Ernest Special Bitter. 5.1% premium bitter, looks pretty good. Fine ales. Harbour, Hepworth, got an old ale. Meantime, which is, again, not one of my favourites, but they've got a blonde Doppelbock, which does sound interesting. They've got a breakfast stout with Northern Monk. Orbit, Sandbrooks are in there as well with a Baltic porter. And these, again, all with toast. So I presume they're all using toasts. Surplus bread method. Signature brew concrete jungle toasted lager. Sounds good. Strawberry Hefeweizen. There's a red IPA from Top Social. A coffee porter toast ale with Cafe Direct. Tooth and Claw Unity Utopian. Got a dark lager. Got to get onto you. Got a Utopian can. Come in with the latest Beer 52 box. I forgot to cancel, so I will be trying that. Wild Card. Got an IPA with Wild Card. Windsor and Eton. I've got a Copper Ale and Wold Top, which is a trad brewery I haven't seen since GBBF. Always used to have a pint of Wold Top. Can't remember which one off the top of my head. But the one that really stood out for me that's really interesting is they've got a collab with Guinness. Again, I don't know if it's actually a collab in the truest sense of the word, or Guinness have just produced it and put it in a box. It just says Guinness Stout, which doesn't sound that interesting until you read the description, which you won't be too fussed on, but a dark black beer with aromas of dark chocolate, green fresh chili, and notes of green coffee beans. This is a balanced stout with lots of dark chocolate flavours, ending with a Guinness roast bitterness and a slight chili hit.
Well, give it a go. You know.
Well, yeah. I mean, the only thing with this series, I'm looking at it, but I'm unlikely to be ordering it because it's 26 beers and obviously really good price. To be fair, though, it sounds really high. It's like just shy of 90 quid. But it sounds a lot. But when you've got 26 beers, that's like $3.30 a beer.
Yeah.
There's a mixture of 330 bottles and 440 cans. Some 330 cans. So it's not a bad price for 26 beers, whether you want 26 beers. And how I'd go about reviewing all of them, I've got no idea. But it looks a good box. There's some good, interesting beers in there. So not out for a couple of weeks when COP26 starts. But it's an interesting nod. Definitely a shout out for Toast doing good stuff and getting more of their beers out and about. This one's really nice. Quite light. It's a nice wit beer. It's got some floral notes, light fruity notes. It's only 4%, did I see? Sorry, 5%. Fairly easy drinking. Very pale. Bit hazy. But yeah, a nice beer.
Liking the glassware, mate. Liking the glassware.
It's my standard glass.
Yeah, it's nice.
I like it. A little bit of lemon.
Comment from Verbeer Hooligan _ I like my women like I like my breed. Oh, what? Oh, yeah, okay, great.
Brilliant.
Yeah, sure.
Anyway, what have you got to talk about? What have you been out and about? Were you out and about this weekend?
No, I was about to go out last night, and then I just couldn't be bothered. I stayed in. I just ended up watching a few documentaries, and I had this, as I said before you came on, and now this is by Hans Pachinot. It is becoming one of my favourite porters, hands down. And considering I already like Hans Patch's the porter, I think this might even be slightly better in some ways. Because it's got a bit more malt character to it, and it's 9%. And I don't keep spirits in my house anymore. I don't have that, and I just like nursing a drink. But it's not barrel aged, but in some ways it's just like having a spirit because it is quite strong. That you can just nurse it, and I'm a very happy man. And there's always that voice saying, "Have another, have another." Really, I don't need to. I've got that blissful place. And I don't need to get wankered on it. It's just
Enjoy it.
Oh, mate,
Yeah.
and I do. It's usually down in my local fresh fields up the road from me. I have ever had it on tap. I resisted having it more than once on tap because it is quite strong. You do feel it as well.
Sorry, go on, carry on.
It's not so boozy in the mouth, but you feel the effect of it. It's definitely one you feel. But it takes you to a nice place.
Did you see the one, the Anspech beer released? I think it's released this week, or they certainly announced it this week, the collab with Brew York.
Yeah, I did see it. They've had a few announcements. I'm curious. I did investigate to see if I could go down to the Croydon tap room today to just make a pickup. It wasn't open, so I didn't bother.
Okay.
The Croydon tap room is not going to be open every Saturday. And that's a shame because I quite like walking down there and just picking up a few cans. It's next time it is open. It's open for an Halloween event. I think they plan to only open it once a month for some kind of event or whatever. And that's it, really. It's a shame. It's a nice little tradition I had to have a chat and a drink. Just a few stops down on the tram. But hey, it is what it is. And carry on. I was mumbling and I lost my train of thought there.
Okay, so while I was talking about the Brew York collaboration, they've got either out or coming out. I was just trying to remember what it was called, and now my internet's gone down. It's Indiana Jones and something brew. Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, mate. Brew York, I don't dislike them, but they don't wow me either. I mean, they've never smacked me round the face and said, "Ha, this is life-changing beer." It's just, it's good beer. I like it, but it's just like, I don't know.
Well, I think the biggest thing about Brew York is the beer names, who are all usually absolutely spot on, or do like a good pun beer name. I've not actually gone too much in for them because I could spend too much money there, to be fair. So I sort of, I do like their beers. I just don't try them enough. Again, trip to Indiana Stout and the Last Crusade. 6%. It's 6% stout. It's not even a chocolate. I thought it was a chocolate stout. I'm not sure it is.
I wonder if
notes, but 6% stout. Again,
I wonder if that warrant a cease and desist.
I never know how they work, those cease and desists. It doesn't look. I mean, it's sort of the artwork has got a man in a hat, vaguely like Indiana Jones, and obviously Indiana. But I don't know if it was close enough or not. It depends. They've noticed. And is that franchise still that bothered about cease and desist? I don't know, but I do like the look of it.
It's bothered because they're making a 5th Indiana film at the moment. So, for me, message from Kent Beer, for me, Brew Yorks are average for pale beers and a few good Imperial stouts. I wouldn't say. I would say just above average, like between good and average. If you can.
I mean, they're not putting out terrible beers like no brewery does. But like I say, I had that slab of their American Pale Ale, and I really enjoyed it. Maybe that's because I won it. Rather than I don't know if I bought it, I never was going to buy a 12 slab, but I did enjoy it.
Yeah. But it's just there you go. That's just it. And I'll be honest. I'm got the courage to say it because Jack Brooker on the Lush Hops chat, he said it yesterday, and he said it. There's no dude. He's not overwhelmed by him. I just don't see what the mad hype is about. I mean, it's good. I like information on the cans, but when I'm having to justify them by saying I like the information on the cans, there's something wrong here.
Yeah, I mean, again, I don't think I've had too much of their stuff on tap. So again, I still would go. I still, if I was in New York, I'd go and have a visit to their tap room and have another look at them. And I'd always pick up a can here and there, because I like Yorkshire beers. Shark says a local brewery just released a cherry chocolate stout.
Ooh.
It's another one I always love, but I always find can go either way. I sort of cherry has this tendency to go quite bitter on the back end. So unless it's a sweet cherry, I want Black Forest Gatto out of my cherry stouts, and I very rarely get it. Yes. I don't want too much tart cherry. I want sweet glacier cherry, but you very rarely get it.
That reminds me of there's a Black Forest Gatto. And I can't remember what brewery does. But every time I have it, I have to have it in half, and I can only have one because it hits me. And I remember I had it just before the beginning of the second lockdown, and I went into the Autograph to show them some support and try and drink as much of it as possible. And they had Broken Dream on tap, and I was like, all right, I can't have any more of the Gatto, but I have some Broken Dream. And I was okay. I managed to, walk out of there fine. I didn't want any of that to go to waste.
There's a cherry version. There's a cherry version of Broken Dream that I've never got around to picking up.
Ooh, that sounds nice. Yeah.
I think it's Morrison's, but I've never gone over there when it's been out.
Yeah. So, Shark, tell me, what's your favourite Californian brewery? Hook us up with some American knowledge. No, I said California. I'll let you off. I'll say never eat. West Coast brewery. If you want to say American brewery, go ahead. But I was going to try and limit it to one part because you're quite a big country. What other shout-outs I was going to say? Well, I was going to say a message for peace. Because, once again, the internet has erupted with fresh allegations, fresh scandals. Lots of breweries are pulling out of Michela's event front, right, and centre. There's been criticism of them going in the first place, criticism of pulling out too late. You can't please. Their businesses, they're under a lot of pressure. I mean, let's be reasonable. I mean, I respect the fact they're pulling out, and I understand if they haven't and they're going. It's not good. It's not great. These allegations are horrible, and I just want people to just be reasonable. I know it's an emotive subject, so just be cool as much as you can.
I think in a related topic, I think probably, funny enough, Brew York kind of summed it up maybe best. Shark says Green Cheek. No, I've heard of Green Cheek because they collab with Siren. I've had Green Cheek and Siren collab, yeah. Can't remember what the beer was, but yeah, I've had Green Cheek. I think Brew York summed it up kind of best. It wasn't in relation to Michela. It was in relation to the collab they're doing with Brewdog. Every year, Shark says they had a collab with Track. I think they must have come over and done a few over here in that case.
Interesting.
But yeah, Brewdog every year, like Brewdog do this collab series, and a lot of local breweries go to their local Brewdog tap room and brew there. So obviously there's quite a lot of Brewdog tap rooms about the place, and quite a lot of small breweries get involved. But Brewdog put out a statement this week that sort of summed it up a little bit, mostly in relation to the Brewdog thing, because obviously that's all rumbling on, and Brewdog haven't really sorted anything out, although they apparently sorted out Elvis Juice. They reckon enough people complained that they were going to put the ABV back up on Elvis Juice. Right. Like, yeah, great. And everybody was like, great, now do all the sexism and misogyny that's going on in your company and all that, blah, blah, blah. So, it's not blah, 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 that's the wrong word. So Brewdog basically said, well, what happened was, Tracy here, they said, we agreed the Brewdog collaboration months ago because there's a lot of planning goes into it. So, over and above, the general dislike of Brewdog in some quarters, we agreed to do it because Brewdog was one of the inspirations for opening the brewery in the first place, because we'd been the York tap room of Brewdog. We know the people there, and that's part of what inspired Brew York to open their brewery. So they told us the York tap room every year. We know the people in there, and we thought it'd be unfair, to just cancel. So they said Brew York said they actually went to the tap room, spoke to the manager there. They hadn't really spoken. They don't really have any sort of phone call to the top allegedly. So they spoke to the people in the tap room and said, "Is this your experience? Or is everything okay in here? We don't want to be seen to be supporting something that isn't right and has filtered down." But apparently, the York tap room was fine with it, and they said, "No, it's okay. Everything's fine here." Or whatever. So they said, because we put a lot into it, you organised it months ago, we're actually going to go ahead. In a way, it's different. It sort of applies because these things take so much time to organise and supposedly get done so far out and agreed. Pulling out at this late stage, certainly in the McKellar one, must be difficult and must be problematic. But as Kent Beer Review says, they're disgusting about all the allegations, though. That's right. It sort of belies a very, very inappropriate atmosphere in the pubs and bars and down the industry.
Yeah, but Kent said something else, but I feel the whole craft beer industry scene has imploded with accusations. Or associate accusations. And it has, and it is disgusting. It ain't right. I mean, I'll repeat what I said months ago. Sort your shit out. I'm a little surprised at how people are surprised. I mean, did they honestly believe $1 billion industry was going to be behaving morally? I mean, where does that happen? I mean, how many times in history have we seen rich, powerful organizations behave inappropriately? I mean, fuck. I mean, why are people in the craft beer industry surprised? Did they think they were so morally better?
Well, I think it's some. I mean, it's a minefield of saying the wrong thing and But you're right. It's just just sort it out. I don't know. I'm sure there's breweries that. If those 8 breweries on the list that eventually, I mean, they went about it terribly. They said, we're not going to pull out of this stage, and then the following day, the statement. It was the same statement across all. I think it was 8 breweries, and a couple of the breweries on that list are slightly problematic because they've had accusations against them as well. Yeah. So it's like the way they went about it, and what they said they were going to do, which didn't really cover it. Just get on the phone to the head guy and say, look, this is horrendous for all the businesses, especially McKellar. You've got to sort it out. If you can't see that there's an issue, you can't sit around denying it and hiding behind PR companies and stuff like that. Just get it sorted. If there's a problem, put your hands up, say there's a problem and we're sorting it, and then sort it. It's like Brewdog. They've said they're going to sort it, but nothing's really happened for the last couple of months.
Yeah.
It's only continued pressure that will get Brewdog to actually do anything about it.
But at the same time, I think Brewdog are almost becoming a lightning rod for the entire stuff. I mean, people are forgetting that there are accusations, like you said, of other breweries, and everyone's saying, "Oh, Brewdog this," and everyone's just sweeping their shit underneath the rug. Oh, come on! I mean, look, we openly say Brewdog are fucking irritating. I mean, I've called them pricks. I stand by it. I mean, I'd like to interview them one day, but I'd say, "Hey guys, I think you're pricks sometimes, and I think you're a media PR company more than a brewery." But you're being hit like a lightning rod. Sort your shit out. Stop preaching morals and behave moral. And everyone else, sort your shit out. Just fucking show respect to people. And I know what this is. This is like the brewery industry. I mean, it goes through chains and events. People want to be in TV, film, music, want to be a new hip thing. They want to be in something small where the rules didn't apply. Rules are there for a purpose. I mean, they're fucking ball ache, but they're there for a purpose in the workplace. And we have to have inductions and PR or HR consultancy forums and health and safety. Yeah, it's a ball ache, but they're there for a reason.
I think part of the problem was, I think part of the problem was one of the accusations against the brewery is there wasn't an adequate HR system for reporting complaints and sorting shit out. That was part of the problem.
Yeah. Kent Beer says, "Are Brewdog going to the festival?" I have no idea. This is that news section.
No, I don't think they're on the McKellar list anyway.
That would be interesting if they were. Oh fuck! The only two breweries at the this event is Brewdog and McKellar.
Well, they've got a collab. They've got a collab beer out in Tesco, or is it? I think it was Tesco. Somebody put a post up the other day, like they were all on the reduced section, like they were all like £2 a can or something. I didn't bother with that one. It was like some double IPA or something. I wasn't going to bother with. But
hello, Irish craft guy, love you, and hello, Stephen Byrne. Are you drinking Carling?
No, he's not. He's Steve's been a little this week. He's branching out, and good on you, Steve. Superb stuff. I see a couple of review videos as well this week.
Great. Okay. All right.
I a little in the end. I looked at it and thought about it, and I thought, I don't know. It's a bit of a risk. I saw some of the reviews as well on some of the little stuff. Some other people have done it. They had like a Madagascar stout. There was a Baltic lager that looked quite interesting, but it was Love Lane, and the one I had from Love Lane from Lidl, the Pale Ale, was fucking atrocious. It was actually a drain pour. I don't really drain pour that much. No. I didn't even bother making it a beer cocktail and adding amaretto into it. Wasn't worth the waste.
Jesus Christ, that is poor. Oh,
did you have a shout out? That's good.
Did I did, but I don't remember now.
Did you not have a shout out to a podcast shout out?
Oh yes. Well, I'd like to thank the Beer O'Clock show for shouting us out on their own show. After a comment I left with them after they did their show with Johnny Garrett and they were drinking some coconut beer, I said, I don't know what your problem is, coconut beer, but great show, guys. And they read it out and they repeated what they like and don't like about coconut beer. Fair play. I love you guys. You're brilliant. You've become an event. I'm trying to work my way through your shows. If you want to know something about beer and just have a nice beer chat playing in the background, put that on. They got a huge archive, which is now available on YouTube, which they're archiving on YouTube. So if you ain't got a podcasting thingy, majobby, go look for them on YouTube. Some comments just there.
Yeah, absolutely. Super. Not that we plan this show, but funnily enough, my second beer up tonight, I thought I'd do that.
Oh yeah.
That says Coconut Stout. That's from Abbeydale. Their Salvation range. They've got loads of stouts in the Salvation range. I've got a tiramisu in there. I've got a blueberry pancake stout as well. So I do like Abbeydale stouts, but I saw that I've got a coconut one in, so I thought I'd try it tonight, because I always say I don't really get coconut in beers a lot, and that was an interesting conversation we had with them about coconut. Kent pointed out, seeing that at the back. No, that's
not. It's not. It's Captain Smith's strong traditional ruby.
No.
I do have the stouts left over. I'll give it a try, but I think it's going to be a drain pour, I'm sadly to say. And Steve says, thank you, sir. I was going to go to my little sale. Unfortunately, we're double booked, and I'm doing my lives tomorrow. Oh, fair enough. Okay.
Yes, he was going to do a live today relating about mental health issues. He was going to have a chat about that. So, as he says there, he's double he cancelled it. So he's going to have a chat tomorrow. So hopefully I'll listen in and have a listen along with that tomorrow, Steve.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to play a game today. A game we tried to play last week, but now we're going to play it now.
Right. So,
what's the rules of the game? There's 5 seconds to the name.
So it's 5 seconds to name. So in 5 seconds, you have 5 seconds to name 3 different things in particular categories. It's played on the Radio 2. I don't listen to it for a while, but it's something I used to play along with. And it's surprisingly difficult. In 5 seconds, it's quite difficult to think and name the right thing and make it make sense, or lie if you have to. But if you lie, you have to get it right. You have to get the lie right. You know what they say about a lie.
Ooh.
So I thought we'd break it down. Right? We'd have 3 different rounds, 3 different categories. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I thought, let's go. The first round, we'll go beer on the first round, because we could talk about beer before. We've done just a minute on beer. We can talk about beer. So you've got to name 3 different things in different categories about beer. We'll do a general round, just general stuff, and then a music round.
Yeah.
So you get a point if you manage to name 3 and 5. And we'll see. I don't know. It's a bit of fun, but we'll see who wins. If people want to slam answers in the comments, they can play along as well. That'd be a laugh.
Feel free. Yeah. Quick quizmaster. Oh, you can be a quizmaster if you want.
Quizmaster, but we've written some. Well, we got some questions. You got some questions?
I do. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I say we don't plan. You got to have a little bit of planning now and again. Yeah.
Yeah. What I don't have is a stopwatch.
Because we're now on the phone. Well, Rasco, you have got a stopwatch. You just showed me your stopwatch.
Yeah, I was trying to rehearse that actually. 1 elephant, 2 elephant, 3 elephant, 4, 5. Okay. There you go. All right. Okay. You all right. Okay. Who's going first? Should we flip a coin?
Have you got a coin?
Oh, yeah, I do. In my baggy pants.
Okay. Are we going round of 5? Yeah, round of 5. Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, sure.
So I'll ask first.
Okay. All right. Heads or tails?
Always heads. Always go with head.
All right. Okay.
Good catch.
It is a tail. If you can see that.
Well, it's your choice then, sir. Choice. Do you want to go first or second?
All right. I'll go first. Hit me.
Okay. So. In 5, name 3 different breweries beginning with B.
Brew York, Brewdog, Buxton.
Oh, in with 2 seconds to go, sir. 1 point to you. Well done. See, it's a piece of piss, isn't it?
Yeah. Right. Yeah, it is. Name me 3 IPAs. Ready, steady, go.
Jaipur.
What? Ding, 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 ding.
Archer. And that's a good one. Yeah. Okay, 1-0 to you. Okay. In 5 seconds, name 3 different beer snacks.
All right. Biltong, biscuits, donuts.
Ooh. What's everybody reckon? Did I get down to 0 before he said donuts?
Ooh.
I'm feeling lenient. I'm inclined to give you that one because it was kind of like I wasn't planning properly. So
thank you. Okay. Name me 3 East London breweries. Go.
Signature Brew, Hackney Brewery, and 40 Foot.
There you go. That's good. That's a good one. All right.
You can talk, because I'm not writing these down.
I think it's 2-1 or 3-1.
I think it's 2-1 to you. We've only done. This is the 3rd question, right? So,
all right.
so 2-1 to you. Right? Okay. So, in 5 seconds, name 3 different fellow beer reviewers.
Kent beer review, craft beer review, and a Simon Real Ale Craft Beer.
It's not as easy. I'm not giving you that one because I gave you the last one, so I got down to 0.
Really? Oh, okay. Well, I wouldn't have given it to me because of the second answer I gave. Craft beer review. Who the heck's that?
Craft beer review. Steve, you're keeping score. I think Steve's keeping score for us. Good stuff.
Good.
Right, so round 4.
Right. Okay. Name me 3 sour beers. Go.
Clamato from Perivale, Tomato Sour from Perivale, and Bramble Sour from Perivale.
I'll give you that.
They're literally lined up over there in front of me, to be fair.
Right,
I can't see the
Hello, Monochrome Craft. Good to see you.
Thanks for doing this. Halfway through a ridiculously silly game called 3 in 5.
Yeah.
So round 4 for you, Rusco, in 5 seconds. Name 3 different things you could get barred from a pub for.
Fighting, spitting, shagging.
Quite correct. I don't know about spitting, but I don't see why not.
Yeah, well, you spit in someone's face, you should be barred. Simple as that.
When was the last time you shagged in a pub?
Never. No, I've never done it in pub. But, you know, if you get caught doing that on a table or in the toilet, you should be barred.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah, or a barrel, for example.
First, you should be applauded, then you should be barred.
Okay,
Right,
so yeah, I think he's right, 2-all. So going into round 5, 2-all on this one.
Okay, yep. It's my go to ask you.
Yeah.
Right. Name me. You said there was about putt. I thought. No, yeah, you meant ask
Just
the putt
beer in
question.
general, you know, just beery kind of things, man.
All right. Name me 3 Scottish craft breweries. Go.
Brewdog, Drygate, Fine Ales.
Well done. Right.
Okay, so for the last one, yes, if you spit in somebody's face, as I was thinking of spitting on the floor, but yes, it's very disrespectful, so you probably would get barred for it. 5, and this one for you. So 3-2. I mean, this one even it up, I guess. In 5 seconds, name 3 different hangover cures.
Sex, bacon sandwiches, swimming.
Swimming? I
Yeah.
suppose. Yeah. I'm not sure about sex, to be honest, as a hangover cure. If, like, I don't know, would you? I couldn't be bothered. If I was hungover, I just want to deal with the hangover. Get laid as well. I'm too busy. But if it works for you, son, if it works for you.
Yep.
I believe that's 3. So I'm not sure how we decide this round. Do we do a decider? Is it like a tiebreak?
I think we tied around. We do another round and see, and then we tally up whoever wins the next round.
All right. Then. So next round, I've got just general stuff. Do you know what I mean? Just anything goes really. Doesn't have to be about beer.
Yeah. Steve says, "Oh my God, no swimming, sex maybe." I laugh. See. Right, there you go.
No, I'll take that. Whatever works for you, I don't mind.
And you know what actually isn't one, but I think it does lead you down to have a very depressed day. More beer.
Hair of the dog, you see. I don't know. Yeah. What would you do?
But in my younger days that could work, but these days it just leaves me feeling very miserable and grumpy if I do that.
It depends when it is. Like if it's a Saturday and I'm carrying on drinking anyway, then I could probably do it. But like I don't really fancy a Sunday drink a lot of the time, so I wouldn't be able to do it then. But I mean, like you said to me the other day when we was talking about chugging, we're not 17 anymore, so I mean, used to be able to do all that. But it does work. It depends on the beer though. It has to be the right beer. I can't think of which beer it would be, but I say a Bloody Mary as well, don't they? Have you ever done a Bloody Mary as a hangover cure?
Yes, actually, sometimes that has worked. Just one question. There's a question from Steve. Name me three WE wrestlers: Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan, Big Boss Man. There you go.
Well, there you go. I wouldn't. Well, I probably would. I wouldn't know which one they were in really, but I could name three just about probably.
Fair enough. Yeah. And then he's got another one. Name me three. Oh no, for both. All right. Oh, I don't think Disco can do that. He's not a WWE man or WWF man, depending what generation you are.
Davey Boy Smith is his cousin. When it Bret Hart and Hacksaw Jim Duggan, The Undertaker.
Yeah. Undertaker recently retired, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Hacksaw Jim Duggan, I believe, is dead. Davey Boy Smith is actually dead as well. And he wasn't British.
Dead,
yeah. In fact, most of them are dead. There you go.
I thought Davey Boy Smith was related to Big Daddy, wasn't he? Or did he wrestle with Big Daddy?
I don't know. He wasn't even English, put it that way, mate. He was all a big thing. He was married to. Yeah, I think he was Canadian. He was married to Bret Hart's sister, and then they broke up.
Yeah,
as you do. But yeah, there you go. There's my wrestling knowledge for you. I know I have quite a bit of wrestling knowledge. I
couldn't name any current ones. I mean, they're all like back in the day, aren't they? So.
Yeah. I mean, anything past 2002, I have no knowledge about, and that was it. Right. Right. Hit me up. Oh, let me get another beer first. All right, everyone. Whoever's still watching, what do I do? The Titanic or the Anspatch? Titanic or Anspatch? Let me know. You got 30 seconds to decide.
I'm going with Titanic myself, I think.
Yeah, Titanic. I would like to finish it off. I know what it is. It's like...
He says Davey Boy Smith was from Manchester. In fact, Wigan, I think he was from. I'm fairly certain he had a Wigan accent. He had a Manchester accent, thinking about it now.
If someone's to go and Google, I don't mind. But I was shocked to hear he wasn't actually English, but at the same time, I don't care.
Maybe he was born in Canada or something and then moved to Manchester.
Yeah, mate. Well, yeah.
I'm not going to. I'm not dissing the knowledge, Steve. If you know that, then that's fine. I'll take that. I think Steve could be right there.
Fair enough. I accept Steve's right. I would say dock me a point, but I don't want to lose.
You haven't got that many.
Yeah. Okay, here we go with the Titanic. The vote is Titanic. Off we go. Hang on.
Yep, Steve says Titanic. We're in.
Yeah, nice ruby. It's got that kind of dry, yeasty thing going on with the smell. Nice bit of smoke came out of the bottle. We're in good territory here. And look at that. It's very golden, nice big carb. There we go. I've got my Amarura glass, and I like it. It does give it a nice shape. Very transparent. This is proper ale territory. This is real ale territory. This one. I said it when Crumbly was on, and I'll say it again. I could just see myself an autumn's day watching some sport in a pub drinking this. Fantastic stuff. 5.2%. Same strength as Stella, but you're not feeling no impact. It's highly sessionable.
Surely good. I'm going to go with Coconut Stout now. Oh, that's thin.
Yeah.
No, we always have this discussion about thin stouts, but on the pour it looks proper brown and quite thin, but nice creamy head on it. Mm-hmm. According to Wikipedia, David Boy Smith was born in Manchester.
Yeah.
So born in Lancashire, died in Canada. So maybe that's where the Canadian comes from, see?
Yeah, well, it makes sense. Actually, there is one more shout out. I don't remember the producer of the YouTube video. I'm going to share it. And, I've got this whole big thing about pouring at the moment, and it shows you how to pour a lager correctly. And if you don't, you can actually get stomach pains. So I'm going to share that on Twitter, and it shows you if you immediately have nachos and what's happening to your stomach. So yeah, I'll share that on Twitter. Look out for it. It's a good one. Yeah, were you going to say something about beer?
No, I was just going to try it. Abbeydale up in Sheffield, Yorkshire, Coconut Stout. Can't particularly smell coconut. Smells. I say I'm never good on aroma, but it smells like a stout, but nothing outstanding particularly. Cheers.
Cheers. God-born Lancashire, Dave Boy Smith. The British Bulldog.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know where that is. In Lancashire. Yeah, Goldborn. I haven't heard of it. Yeah. Do you know what? Perfectly decent, nice, roasty kind of stout, but because when I say coconut, I'm always thinking Bounty Bar, but Bounty Bars don't really taste that much. Coconut doesn't taste of much, really. It's a bit woody.
Here's my thing, all right? You say you're not good at aroma. I think you're being too harsh on yourself because sometimes you can expect too much. Because there are some beers out there with real aroma or aromatic presence and will flavour some presence, but as you go down, it doesn't last or whatever. But some beers are just consistent. I don't think this has got much. This has got aroma or presence. But there isn't much to describe, and the flavour's there, and there isn't a huge amount to describe, in my opinion. Now, I'm going to look into this I'm actually doing some research into this. I was actually in touch with my man, Radim from Budvar, on how to progress on this. So I'll be on, Abbeydale, you say, they were on the Craft Beer Channel video this week, about their cast beer.
That's right. Yeah, because Abbeydale have been. It's their 25th anniversary this year. Abbeydale have been around for 25 years. Wow. So obviously, very traditional cask lager, now considered a craft brewery. But I haven't seen that. I haven't seen all of that one yet. I watched half of it.
But I've watched it twice. To be honest, out of this series, it's the best. I'm remained silent, and I did tweet out there. I may get in touch with my inner Kermode and review the whole lot and go through everyone. I'm impressed. They were bigging themselves up, or people were bigging themselves up on Thursday night when they did their live show. Yeah. And like I said, I'm going to get in touch with my inner Kermode and I'll go through it all. I'm impressed. I'll leave it at that. And I think it's a very good thing. Yeah. Comments from Steve, a bit cheeky, but would you guys do me the honor of being my guest tomorrow? What time, Steve? If you guys are busy, it's cool. DM us or tell us now what time. See what I can do for you, pal, because I may be cooking dinner.
Likewise, I'd probably more likely to be around. I'm not sure. It depends what time you're doing it. If I'm around, definitely I'll pop on. Depends what I can do with domestic situation, but let us know the time.
Yeah. Let us know, man. Yes. And let's progress to the next round now, unless you've got something else to say.
Right, next round is just the general stuff round. Do you want me to go first? Is it my go?
Yeah, go on. I don't care.
All right, in 5 seconds to name 3 different pizza toppings.
Pineapple and ham, pepperoni and margarita.
Ooh, lots of things to unpick with that one. It's funny that you went in with pineapple because that's divisive, but luckily with only 3 people watching, I don't think it's going to be that divisive right now. Maybe when this goes out afterwards, people will put in the comments whether they think you're an absolute heathen for pineapple on a pizza. I personally don't mind it, but I always pick it off and eat it afterwards. I never really choose pineapple on a pizza.
Well, look, you love or hate it. It's a flavor, and you have to just accept it's a flavor. All right, you don't have to like it for it to be a flavor. Right?
No, that's true. No, you're definitely right. In the context of the game, it's a pizza topping. I would take issue with margarita because that's really just a pizza. That's not a topping.
Well, I'll indulge you with a bit of a historical fact. Margarita is actually the original pizza that came from Naples. The people of Naples, in some stores, will, if you go up to there and say, I want pepperoni, they'll spit in your face. They simply, no, we do margarita. And that's it. That's all they give you. Comments from Steve. It's 6 p.m. Dinner time, mate. Got a few people involved. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, I might arrive late. I can't promise anything, mate. I'll see what I can do. Drop us a link. If we make it, we make it. It's gonna be like a house party when when we went to house parties. We make it, we make it. Pineapples and
Toppings disagreeing with you there. Yep, it's a divisive one. I'll let you have that one because you did 3 answers, and I suppose margarita is a topping because it's just cheese and ragu in it, basically.
It's cheese. Fine. Okay. All right. You got me started on food, so I'm going to give you a food question.
Okay.
Name me Name me 3 types of hot dog. Go. Bye.
Saveloy, bratwurst, currywurst.
Oh, whoa! Did he get there? Did he get there? Did he lie?
Well, it depends what you mean by hot dog, really.
No.
I mean, if the hot dog is just the kind of sausage thing in the middle, bratwurst and currywurst are German sausages, so and often they're served raw. So,
all right, fine. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Steve, you can, if you got a comment, or anyone, has anyone got a comment? Anyone, and if you're watching us back, leave a comment. We'll get back to it, even though it's not live. We'll get back to it. Don't worry. All right, who you'll go? Hit me.
Okay, name in 5 seconds. Name 3 different British seaside towns.
Fleetwood, Blackpool, Brighton.
Oh, very good, sir. Fleetwood and Blackpool. Fleetwood is a great one. Obviously, I know why you know Fleetwood. You know why I know Fleetwood. Fleetwood being just outside of Blackpool, so you've got to name them both in the same sentence, I suppose. Very good answer, sir. I'm impressed. I like that one.
Thank you. Not a problem. All right. Let me hear you. Name me 3 South American nations.
Paraguay, Uruguay, Argentina.
There you go. That was simple.
Oh, Steve's put up 4-3. I think that was going into the Seaside Towns one. Steve's keeping a cumulative score, which is probably a good idea, to be fair.
Thank you. Good. He's also complimenting me, which is good.
Yeah.
If I could make that comment a bit larger, I would, but I can't.
So I think that's now 5-4, I presume.
He'd give me 2 points for Brighton. There you go.
I wonder why that is, Steve. I think he's a West Sussex area resident.
Is it? Are you a Brighton supporter? I quite like your stadium.
It is down that way.
If you are, we'll meet for a beer sometime. Right, is it my go asking? Or who's who? You're asking me.
You're asking me now.
Didn't I just do that? Yeah, I just asked you the South American countries.
Yes, so I'm asking you now. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, in the third round of this round. Right. Okay. In 5 seconds, name 3 different space movies.
Moonraker, Star Wars, Star Trek: The Motion Picture.
I knew that was an easy one for you, but I thought it might trip you up trying to think of like your favourites or something. I could have said favourite.
Yeah.
Could have said favourite space movie.
All right.
Fair play, Steve. Yeah, Steven's a Brian Hove Albion fan. Good on you. Do you like a bit? I've been to the new stadium, so I've got to do a trip there at some point.
I went there about 6 years ago, or verging on 7 years ago. QPR versus Brighton. You pasted us 3-0, but I enjoyed the experience because it was so luxurious compared to being in the loft. You know, sitting down, these comfy seats. You brought in a beer from the local area and a pie from the local area. Very, very comfortable, modern, small stadium.
The local area of the away team, isn't it, in the away end? So they'll get like a West London thing, yeah. So a neat little way of saying thank you to the supporters. Really, it's kind of tidy little marketing thing.
It is, and and it's the most comfortable pasting I've ever witnessed.
You don't mind losing if it's a good game, and you know what I mean. You see some good goals and stuff. So,
well, yeah, Brighton had 3 good goals.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about today's result with QPR. It's a very, very dark day. So
really, because we won 3-1 at Oxford, so I was quite happy talking about football today. And Harrowborough won in the cup, so they're in the first round of the cup, which has happened before, but.
Watford got pasted, which I'm quite pleased with.
Yeah, no surprise with Liverpool, wasn't it? That's good enough reason for supporting Brighton, Steve, to be fair. Rasko's a QPR fan for not quite the same reason, but similar. It's a local contact, so I support Plymouth Argyle for completely unrelated reasons of not ever living there, being from there or anywhere near there, but I've been there quite a bit. So that's a story for another day.
Indeed.
So, whose go is it now?
Me, I'm asking you.
You're asking me. Steve says it's 6-4, so yeah, I'm one behind.
Okay,
2 behind this one if I get this one. Go on, then.
No. Okay. Name me 3 Shakespearean plays.
As You Like It, Comedy of Errors, and The Merchant of Venice.
Oh, I'll give you that, just.
I don't even know what. I don't even know those 3. Not that I know that many Shakespearean. You know I don't like Shakespeare.
Yeah.
It's a good question, though.
There you go. All right. That was a good one. I'll give it to you, just.
You're very kind. I think that's 6-5. So going into this one, for you, in 5 seconds, name me 3 different modes of transport you've never travelled on.
Tortoise, camel, eagle.
No, you can't have tortoise. How can you travel on a tortoise or an eagle? I mean, that's a great, absolute bullshit answer. Steve, you're scoring. Can he have tortoise? Can he have tortoise? You can't travel. How can you travel on a tortoise?
You can sit on top of it.
Yeah, I mean, what, one of them big fuckers off of like, what's it? There's Galapagos Islands, isn't it? Where they're massive.
Yeah.
All right, I'll give you tortoise. I'm not sure about eagle. I'm happy to give you tortoise. Now, I've talked you into it. How have I talked you into having tortoise? But I'm not sure about eagle. Eagle is, I mean, you could be carried off by an eagle, but it's not exactly a regular transport mode, is it?
Right, Steve's saying no eagle. All right, fine. I concede. I like
camel. Camel is a good answer, and I would have gone camel. I would also have gone helicopter and magic carpet. So we would have had the argument if you'd asked me that one.
Shit, why didn't I think of that?
I would have let you have magic carpet because I thought of that. So Steve says no to eagle. I think that's it's a very fair judgment, Mr. Umpire. Because it suits me.
I take back what I said about your stadium now, Steve. Put it that way.
Oh, the 2 are not connected. That's not fair. But once you started down the line of animals, I suppose you had to carry on. Really. You couldn't get off of animals.
Yeah.
Good laugh, mate.
Right.
Yeah, go on. Okay. Then the 5th one.
Name me 3 of Saturn's moons? Go.
Oh, far out.
Ding, 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 ding.
That's fucking niche. That's niche space knowledge. Hang on, I do know one. Go on then. Name me Saturn's moons.
Europa,
Okay.
and Titan.
Yeah. Is that not Jupiter?
You know what? I could be.
Well, to be fair, it doesn't matter because I didn't get the point because I didn't know any. I couldn't think of any of them. So that is slightly niche, but you know.
No. Okay. Yeah.
You're right.
All right.
Titan, Enceladus, Mimas, Hyperion. I should have known that one. Lapetus, Dion, Rhea, Tethys, and Pan. So, well, according to the Internet of Things. So, okay. Well, good question. Good question,
Yes.
right? So, round this section off. The last question I have for you is in 5 seconds. Name me 3 different foods beginning with R.
Radish. Bloody hell.
Radish, rice.
Ravioli. Hello, everyone who's just joined to this moment of madness. Yeah, radish, ravioli, rice. That was simple. You can't overcomplicate. You got to keep it simple. Oh dear. Oh dear. Right. All right. Continuing on. There we go.
I hope Steve's keeping up with scoring because I've completely lost count now.
I believe I'm winning 10-4. Yeah.
By 1 point, I think you might be winning, yeah?
Yeah, okay. Everyone saying hello. Hello, Shark. I hope you're well. Hey, Shark, welcome back. Where did you swim off to? Right. You know, I do like this bit, but it's one of those ones where it gets to the middle of it and you're like, hang on, I'm struggling now with this. So you top it up with some more to get the freshness, to get the carbonation, get some beats going in it. Because it does go dry very easily. It's very dry. It's nice, but it's a bit of a slog. And why I think it's good to have on a day out, so you don't just go silly.
Chuck said he had to get some sleep. That's like a power nap. That was a half-hour power nap, 40 winks.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure about this one, you know, Resco. I do love Abbeydale. I do love a stout. Coconut stout, not getting much in the way of coconut. There is a slightly kind of woody kind of raspiness. It tastes like the outside of the coconut rather than the fleshy white bit that you mostly. Yeah, it's all right though. It's a perfectly roasty kind of. It's got a roasted malt kind of stout flavour going on. I do like Abbeydale, and they do some very good stouts with lots of decent adjuncts in it. So.
Yeah, well, you know, you can't always get it right. You know. I don't think a brewery should always get it right. Well,
you never know. I mean, it's, quite a shallow head on it, but it's staying. Do you know what I mean? That's like 2/3 still, but and it's clinging to the glass, so clearly decent beer.
Okay.
It's just the fact that it's coconut. I love coconut. I want to like a coconut stout. It sounds brilliant, but I never ever, apart from that one we did with Mad Yank, Your Coconuts Offend Me, where there was a lot of, it was more the marshmallow. It was more toasted marshmallow than toasted coconut, though, to be fair. And it was a big boozy number. It's 15.6%, but there was a bit of coconut on that, to be fair. I think because it was 15.6%, everything was amplified.
Mm-hmm. I actually think you're completely right about that. I don't share your opinion and the boys at Beer O'Clock Show. about coconut. I've had a few good coconut beers. I will admit the coconut in general hasn't got much thickness or presence in its taste, either in a bounty bar or if you're just eating a coconut. Coconut milk as well, very tasty, not much in it. I mean, it really, literally, I mean, it is very, very thin on its taste. I quite like it in beers. I think a coconut milk stout is a good thing. Milk stouts are all right, but it's very hard to judge them, as I said from Crumbly, because there's just not much there. But I was thinking about the one Mad Yank dude, the George. I literally can neck that in two, maybe even one if I push myself, because it's just so easy. So there you go. Maybe we should do. I'm going to do a bit of homework on milk stouts. Work out a bit of the history and what's in them, because they're a pleasantly vague drink. That's the way to put it. Long time.
No problem, Chuck. You had to get some kip. Fair play, sir. No worries. I hope he helps you get off to sleep.
Yes. And 7-6 Good and Steve. Shark, I'm actually glad to hear you getting some sleep. Every time I turn on a live stream, there's Shark. So
no, that's all good. Welcome as always. Talking and welcome along, Thomas. Hi.
Hello, Thomas. Hello. Is that why Shark's leaving? What did you do to the man, Thomas?
No, he had a great time. We had a great time last week in a chat and a catch-ups.
Yeah. Right, I've got one more question to ask you.
Go on.
Okay. Name me 3 films Carl Urban has been in.
I have no idea who this man Carl Urban is. Wasn't he a singer? Wasn't he in Prodigy? Is that Keith Urban?
No, mate. He's like a New Zealander actor.
I vaguely heard the name, but I don't do films, so you've got the point easily.
Yeah. He started his career, for those TV film geeks out there, he did multiple different roles in Xena Warrior Princess. And anyone remembers that. Everyone remembers Lucy Lawless.
Well, the only thing I can remember is her just standing there in the loincloth, and that was about it, really. I don't think I even saw the film. I probably saw the trailer.
Xena? No, loincloth. No. She wears something skimpy, but not that.
It was like a brown leather kind of short skirt, wasn't it?
Yes, that was it. Yeah.
I call it a loincloth. It's not really, but yeah, I know what you mean.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah. Cult classic. Outperformed its predecessor because it was a spin-off show, The Legends of Hercules, and they really did. This was a cult TV film review. I would say Xena was in some way ahead of its times. But hey, there you go. Anyway, on to the next round.
Do you want to, Steve says Rasco wins, but you're winning so far, 7-6. Do you want to see if we can do music and whether that will change the score any?
Yeah, and then if we're necessary, we're doing a bonus round. Or if we're just bored.
What, round, sorry?
We'll do a bonus round.
Bonus round, yeah.
Lucy Lawless was in Spartacus too. Yes, okay. Interesting fact. I never watched Spartacus, but I'm aware that Lucy Lawless got her kick off.
I never watched Spartacus.
Yeah. Boom.
I'll get references. Go on.
Lucy Lawless did get her kid off, but it was produced by the same man who produced Xena, right? So he gave her the role. Oh, it just happened to be her husband. Yeah. It just happened to be her husband in that low-grade porn show that Spartacus was. I just want to leave that out there. I just want to leave that out there. It was her husband asking her, okay. On with the round.
What are you saying for the bonus round then? Just random or?
Let's get through this and then let's get through the music and then we'll see what the bonus is.
I
No.
in 5 seconds, Rasco, name me 3 different lead singers of bands.
Kurt Cobain, Liam Gallagher, Chris Cornell.
Yeah, fair. Can't argue with any of those, to be fair.
Yep. Okay. All right. You ready?
Yeah,
Are
go
you
on.
ready? All right. Name me 3 Tupac Shakur songs.
Not a chance. Do you know what? I did actually read his Wikipedia entry for some reason, and
Yeah.
I don't know any songs. I don't know. Pop a cap in your ass, pop a cap in your face. Don't
Yeah.
mess with the man. I fuck knows, mate. Not a clue. Tupac Shakur. Do you think I really? Anyway.
Sorry?
No, not a clue, mate. Not a clue.
No.
I wouldn't know a Tupac Shakur song if you sang it for me. Go on, Rasco.
California knows how to party. California knows how to party. In the city of Compton. In the city of California.
Fair enough. Doesn't really ring any bells with me, to be honest with you, but a good karaoke number there. That's why we don't do singing very much.
Well, mate, I think I kept that at under 30 seconds, so we wouldn't,
Yeah.
Yeah.
5 seconds to be in meter with the game, to be fair.
Yeah, Rascal,
Right.
that was a question. Oh, hang on, some stuff going on. Shark is saying, Xenoprius, Princess, haha. You watched the slow, great. No, I did not. Steve says, Rasco, that's a bad question, so you're on 7-6. No, it's not a bad question. That's close. That was a great question.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's
No.
niche. It's neat. Rasco does love a niche question.
I do.
So, my second question for you then is, in 5 seconds, name 3 different bands with one-word names.
Nirvana, Tool, Pearl Jam. No, Sepultura.
Ooh, well, I thought you'd lose that one. I'll let you have it. It's just on the 0. I'll let you have that one. I thought you'd messed up. Pearl Jam.
Well,
I didn't realise you were
yeah, because I can't remember if it's one word or 2. I think it is 2.
It is 2.
Yeah. Recovered there with Sepultura.
Well recovered, yeah.
Bit of 80s, 90s metal. I think Sepultura is still around. I'm not sure. I don't know anything. As I said last week on the YouTube, I don't know anything about music past December 31st, 1999. I mean...
Shame on you.
Oh, look, I'm sure, I know there's some good tracks out there. I listen to 6 music all day long. Pretty much. That's what I do. And radio too, which is it's a funny story. I'm going to cut in a little story. We have an intermittent break to finish our beers. I really want to finish this because it's getting boring to be honest. So when I was in my 20s, right, I listened to a bit of Radio 1. But there was this odd thing. People said when you get into your 30s, you don't like Radio 1 anymore, right? On the very week I turned 30, I literally thought, fuck, Radio 1's so boring. And I hung on to Radio 1 for only 2 DJs, and then 2 DJ shows, Giles Peterson and Fabio Groove. When they both left, I had no reason to listen to Radio 1. I tried, but couldn't. I just what the fuck is this? It's child stuff. And I fully converted to 6 music. I'm past 2 years, I've been warming up to Radio 2 more and more and more. I'm 40 in 2 weeks. What's going on?
Comes to us all eventually, young'un.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. What is this? Is this some kind of subconscious, radio programming? There you go. But yeah, Radio 2, I love it. Trevor Nelson, Rhythm Nation, Addicted. Anyway, right. Is it me asking you something, or you asking me? All right.
I'm asking you. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Just yeah.
Name me 6 music DJs. Go.
Annie Mac, Trevor Nelson, and Steve. Mark, the Manchester guy, Mark. What's his name? Mark and Lard. The guy from Mark and Lard.
Yeah.
Can't remember his surname.
Right. Annie Mac worked for Radio. Yep. Mark Radcliffe. Annie Mac used to work for Radio 1. She left about 2 months ago. Trevor Nelson works for Radio 2 and 1 Extra. He doesn't work for 6 Music. You got one right half the time. So sorry.
I don't own a digital radio, so I don't listen to 6 Music as much as I used to. I did used to. It was always on in the van, but I don't listen to 6 Music. My music, I don't really listen to the radio anymore that much because I just bung the laptop on and I got music on there. So it's a bit like listening to the radio is a bit like a beer selection box. Like there'll be some good stuff, but there'll always be something you're not that bothered about, So
see, I know what you mean, but I just love the presentation of how some DJs are and their personalities. Sean Keevy leaving 6 Music recently, I think, was a tragedy. I was so sad to just hear him go. And Craig Charles has taken over his slot on Monday. And I'm worried that might overload Craig Charles, and his Saturday shows won't be as good now. But we'll see how it goes. But I listen to more radio than I do watch TV, and I love it. I truly love it. One of the things I really get irritated is that we can't introduce music into this show a bit more because then that's that. So that's my feelings about it. I've got nothing else to add. Shit, I've missed. Well, you've missed something. Okay, for both 5 seconds, name 3. What's Steve saying? Okay, for both.
Name 3 NES games.
Oh, easy. Really? Go on. Time me. Right. I'll time myself. Right. Super Mario Brothers, Legends of Zelda, Super Mario Brothers 2.
Couldn't tell you, mate. I'm sure that's right. Steve will tell you if that's right. I have no idea. I've not owned a games console since PlayStation 1. And I only had 3 games for that.
Yeah.
It was a PlayStation 2. I don't know. I gave it away in the end because I only played 2 games.
I might have got that wrong.
Steve will tell you.
I don't think Legends of Zelda was on the NES. It was on the Super Nintendo.
I actually don't really know what the NES is. I just know it's a thing.
The original Nintendo.
Okay.
No.
Steve, for your gaming stuff, I was too busy down the pub for fucking about with games, to be fair.
Not when you were 10 years old. Oh my God, I'm leaving Okay, I'm leaving one for Rasco. Okay, all right. Here we go. Who's asking who? Right, you're asking me. Come on, hit me.
5 seconds. The first 3 records you bought.
Never mind. Upside, Downside, Colour and Shape.
Really? No Madonna? No Spice Girls? No? All right. What were they again? Say that again. Nirvana.
Never mind from Nirvana. Upside Downside by Soundgarden. and the Foo Fighters Colour and Shade.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Solid answers. I thought that might. It was so long ago. You might be searching the memory banks for those three.
No,
Even that, you just come up with three records. To be fair,
who knows? No, it was Legends of Zelda. It's game on. It was on the NES. All right, okay. I'm doubting myself. Right, I'm gonna just neck some of this delightful but bit boring beer.
yeah. Is it different to the last one you had? Because you had it on when we were chatting the Crummy Beard, weren't you? You had that one as well.
Yeah, no, it's not changed. It's pretty much the same. It is what you used to drink, the original for ales. It is so real ale. What I'm finding right now is the distinction between real ale and craft is so blurry. I don't think it means anything, and that's why I was on Jack Brooker, Lush Hops. I wasn't on there. I was in the comments, and I just asked them because they're good guys who know their beer. They have lots to say about beer. I said, "What do you think craft beer is? Isn't it just good beer?" And I think Titanic people were saying, "Oh, so it's craft beer." Is it really? I don't know. I'm not sure about that.
Definitely the crossover, as we said, really would have been bought when it was a crossover. But no, it is mostly traditional, but they put some good little spin on it. A bit like Lincoln Green. Shark was off and on again, don't worry, no problem, Shark. It'll be up afterwards if you want to catch it up back. And I will, hopefully, even at the length of the show, I will flip it so you can read the writing properly and put it up on YouTube on Monday night. Hopefully, I'll actually get it on Monday night this time. I've missed the last couple due to technical issues.
It's me asking you.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Name me 3 drum and bass DJs. Go.
Goldie, SL2, and SL2 is not drum and bass. I know that. I know it's not drum and bass. I just said it because it was the closest thing I could find.
Right.
I think I might with Goldie.
Yes, you are.
SL2, are they drum and bass? I'm sure they
I don't even know who SL2 are.
Yeah, you do. SL2, Slip Mat and Lime. They had one song in the charts. It was a sample.
Has one note.
Baday, bawadla day, baday, bawadla day.
That's not drum and bass.
No, I know it's not drum and bass, but I'm sure they do a bit of drum and bass DJing in between everything else. They were essentially DJs.
Sharks asked a question. Can you answer that one? I can.
3 kinds of water: heavy water, Thames water, and polar water.
There you go. I would have gone soft water, which Radim from Budvar told me is used heavily in Czech brewing.
Yeah.
And he said, yeah. There you go.
I think Rasko's probably still winning by 1, to be fair.
I've lost count now. No, I'm winning by about 10. Yeah.
I think we've got 2 left. So, no, you're asking me now.
Didn't I just do that? I just did that. I asked you what 3 drum and bass acts there.
Okay, so number 4 is Rasko in 5 seconds. Name 3 songs with the word love in the title.
Love too much, love me, love you. Love us. There, 1.
I don't know if there's any of those are actually songs, to be fair, but they sound pretty good. One's a Nirvana track, Love Buzz, Love You, Love Me, Love Everything. I was winging it. I admit, I was winging it. There you go. Can you answer that one? I think no, Shark, you can't be too harsh on Steve. He didn't have one job. He volunteered for the job, to be fair. I was scoring vaguely and then I lost count and Steve caught up, to be fair. So I think it's still sort of 7-6 to Rasko at that point. So I think it's going to come down to the final rounds, really.
Shark's asking name 3 states of water. Still boiling and evaporating. There you go.
Well, I think you mean solid gas and liquid.
Can you name me 3 songs of love in it? Love.
Love is all around. Too much love will kill you.
Ah.
Love Shack.
Ah.
3 very indiscriminately terrible songs, apart from Love Shack, obviously. I mean, it's like, but that divides opinion a lot. B-52s, doesn't it?
Oh, I like that. That's a great song. That was a great one. Love Shack, Love Shack. Great. Oh, you know what? I was listening to Trevor Nelson, and he played a track, and I don't know why I never got around to seeing this band. But Digital Underground. They're a big hip hop group, and they broke up in 2008. I remember it was a big thing, and I don't know why I never got around to seeing them, because they were. I looked over some of the footage, and they were. I was vaguely remember they were around for 20 years. I was vaguely knowing who they were as a kid, and lost track of them. But they're so good. It's just really good hip hop, where you just dance to, and it's just fun, and it's even taking the piss out of gangster hit rap when it was gangster rap was the thing. And it was just, I think anyone could just like it, and some really good beats and riffs. I was actually going to put it in the stories, this track called the Humpty Dance, but the reason I didn't is you can't hear the bass riff as well. I mean, I put on, when I heard it, and I've heard it a few times, I had my big headphones on where I go to sleep to. And the riff is just brilliant. But if I play it on my TV, on my phone, you just can't hear the riff. So I just wouldn't put it up. Anyway.
So Shark's got 2 questions for you, or for me, one for you. Which one do you want to pick?
The second one, whatever it is.
The second one was name 3 characters in Friends.
Ross, Chandler, Joey.
Yeah, I want full names though. I want full character names. They're only half.
Ross, Geller, Joey Tribbiani, and Geller's sister. Fuck.
I think you thought that was easy.
Fuck. Phoebe. What was Phoebe's second name?
Phoebe Buffet.
Fuck.
Rachel Green, Ross Geller, Chandler Bing, Joey Tribbiani, and what was Courtney Cox's character called?
Monica Geller.
That's a good question, Chuck. I like that one.
Yeah.
His other question, I've seen it, so I've already thought of 3. Name 3 rivers in the USA.
Potomac, Hudson, and fuck.
Go on. You're 2 for 3 there. They're exactly the 2 that I thought of. What's the third one? What's the obvious one, the big one?
Rio Grande.
Oh, okay, all right, okay. I first 2 I thought of was Potomac and Hudson, because obviously New York, but the main one obviously is Mississippi.
Yeah, of course.
I was quite impressed with the team too, to be fair.
I don't think Rio Grande is even in America.
Yeah, it's probably in Colorado, isn't it? Probably flows into Colorado. I'd be given that, but I don't know. I'm sure Charlotte Place is Rio Grande. Does that not go through the Grand Canyon? Rio Grande.
Yeah. No, the Potomac is in Washington. I've walked over it.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, no, it's in Washington State. No, Washington, D.C. Sorry, not state. State's on the other side of America.
On the side, yeah.
Yeah. Hudson, when I went and visited New York and New Jersey, I was staying in New Jersey. I used to wake up every morning on a sofa, looking over, seeing Manhattan and the Hudson. It's quite nice. I wish I'd taken a picture, actually. New York is one place I want to get back to.
Yeah, there's Rio Grande is in Texas.
Ah, good. Yes, fine. There you go. Shark, name me 3 English rivers. I'll be honest with you, Shark. I can only think of 2.
I would think I would bust that one quite quickly. You must know more because you're thinking of big rivers. You don't have to think of big rivers.
No, I can only think of 2. That's fucking disappointing. No,
You've got loads local to you. Just go one.
Yeah, oh, come off. Right. Oh my God, no, disco. Name me Bob Gunner. 10, yeah. London, yeah, I'll give you that one. Another one. As you've got a few, 3 songs. 3 songs by Bon Jovi. Okay. Please don't. No more albums, and please go away. There you go.
Well, I think that's a little harsh. To be fair, I do love a bit of Bon Jovi, as you know.
Yes, I do.
I would go. I don't know. Actually, I would struggle with that, even though I know them really well, because I always forget.
Oh dear. There you go. You always forget after a few beers late night on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Right. Hey God. I was about to say Midnight in Chelsea, but that was a solo album by John Bon Jovi, not Bon Jovi. I was about to say New York Minute, but that wasn't them. Fuck.
So I would always start with Blaze of Glory because I think that's my favourite one, but then I always forget that Blaze of Glory, Living on a Prayer, and I always want to say Slippery When Wet, and I never know whether that was an album title or just an album title or a song title as well. And same with Crossroads. I know that's an album title, but it might also be a...
Sharks hit back. Oh, the Shark strikes back with name me 3 American football teams.
Jacksonville Jaguars, Denver Broncos, and Green Bay Packers.
There you go. I was going to say LA Raiders, but they ain't the LA Raiders anymore. They're Oakland Raiders.
Are they not? Oh, okay. All right. Well, what's the other LA team? Just name the other LA team.
I don't know.
Rams. LA Rams. They might not even still be going. I haven't paid attention to American football since it was on Channel 4 in the 80s. Yeah,
but I don't. I mean, I quite like. Last year I was watching the NFL show on BBC, and I quite like it. It's good viewing, and actually got me in to following it a little bit. But it's not on. I don't know when it's on now. I used to watch it after we did the show, and Jason Bell, another guy, former NFL stars, resenting it. It was a good band because you had an English guy being like the Gary Lineker on Match of the Day, and he was asking good questions of these NFL guys, and these NFL guys had such personality of the sport. It was a good blend and mix of culture. So it really made good television viewing, where previous NFL shows on the UK have sucked. They've either been too English, too British, or they've been too American, and that just won't go down with us. This was a perfect blend.
Shark says Las Vegas Raiders now, and I do remember hearing about that. Yeah. It went. Oakland, Las Vegas. Yeah. Got to have a team in Las Vegas, and that.
Indeed. Right, we've gone over time, and we've still got some rounds. Mister, I wanted to do 30 questions.
No, well, we could have done it. We've done the 3 rounds, so I think we've still got 2 questions left in this round, but Shark's made them up. So.
Shark's made them up.
I'm going to give you the win because I think you was 1 ahead all the way through. So, if you're asking ridiculous questions like,
no, I was going to try and give you an easy one actually. Hey! Time for a brew podcast.
Greetings,
mate. I've got a program. Well, we've got to start thinking about next year. You give us some questions. One question. are you doing the World Cup Brewery early next year? And for all of you watching, get involved in this on Twitter. Don't matter where you are in the world, look up for this guy. Look up his podcast.
It's a long way out to think about that, but it's a very good question.
Yeah, mate, because I want to be in touch with you, and I'd like to do a bit more than what we did last year. I would like to go further, because I loved covering it. I loved it. So, and I loved meeting you, by the way, even though I was a bit pissed. Yeah. Right. Sorry, I'll give you one more question. Right. I might actually be giving away the competition by asking you this. Right. Name me 3 wet, wet, wet tunes.
Love is all around. What's the other one that nobody knows that I'd like? That is also quite niche, Rasco, to be fair.
Well, that's right up your street. That's right up your street.
No, there's only one I particularly like, and it's not the one I've named. No, I can't remember the other one.
There you go. Well.
That didn't end well.
Steve says he saw his head and took a point away because Disco didn't know 7 6 figure.
That's the other one, Sweet Little Mystery.
Okay.
But to still only need 2.
And I've lost track.
Says the World Cup of Breweries will be back next year. It's a long way out, Rasco, but it's worth thinking about it now. Good to know it's back.
It's been on my mind because I'd like to. I'll be in touch with you, mate, because I've got a few ideas. We definitely want to give as much coverage as we can to it. Do we?
Yeah, definitely, absolutely. Yeah, we really enjoyed it last year. This year.
This year, yeah.
It's been a funny old year. It seems like 1 year in 2, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, here's a good one quickly for you, Rasco. Just a general one. Name 3 stations the London Underground terminates at.
Uxbridge, Epping, Edgware.
Whoa! Well done, just in time, sir. Didn't want to go random underground stations. You got to think about the terminating stations.
Both name 2 Spice Girl songs for both. Okay, simple. Oh shit, no, not simple. Mine's gone blank.
2 become 1 and quality.
Yeah. Tell me what you want, what you want. 2 become 1. And I don't know, love, or something.
Holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd struggled, to be fair. I mean, they had like 7 number 1s on the bounce, but did they have one called Holiday? Oh, Goodbye. They had. Was that one of the last ones? Or was it Hello? I don't know.
God knows.
Reference. You ask me how many kids these days know about Spice Girls songs.
Indeed.
But she's got it right. She's pitched about the right time.
Yeah, God knows what other tunes they had on their albums, because we only know what they did on the singles. And it's been 25 years, and I still don't know. I still don't want to know.
Do you remember that Emma Bunton album I won at the that beer festival, Beckenham Beer Festival? I won an Emma Bunton album on the.
Yeah.
I've still got that. I listened to that. It was quite pleasant, to be fair. I mean, I do like Emma Bunton, but it was, very pleasant pop. It's not one I'd play ever, but it was quite pleasant, for a raffle win.
Yeah, I bet. I remember I was in Brent Cross shopping centre. Jerry was there, and a member of paparazzi was taking pictures of her, and she was shouting at him and saying, "Oh, you're intruding on my privacy." And I was like, "Oh, flip." It seemed a bit dodgy because she was at the counter and there was this guy just standing by just watching, and then all of a sudden the camera comes out and she starts shouting at him. And I was going down an escalator at the time. I actually felt sorry for her. What she wanted to do was do some shopping. It was like, yeah.
Do you know she's the best Spice Girl to ask if you want somebody to carry some petrol? Because if anyone can, Jerry can.
Boom, boom.
Oh, thank you very much. Crap gags a go-go. And I've done well. I haven't got any crap puns into tonight's show. I've eased off the crap puns tonight.
Oh, there you go. I believe Lucy came by to say hello. Maybe she's gone.
Yeah.
Go. Lucy was playing.
Spice Girls, but it was Steve. Good question.
Lucy and I got offended by that.
I'm nearly out of beer, Ratsko, and we've done an hour and 3/4. We could carry on track and play this game for a long time, but it's been a good laugh. It's been a good game.
Yes.
Thank you to Steve for scoring and chucking the questions in. Thank you to Shark for chucking the questions in. It's a game we can play again. I think at some stage we can chuck this one again in randomly.
I think so, yes, without doubt, yeah. I'm going to have that. Am I going to have that Baltic Porter? I might have that Baltic Porter.
Yeah. I don't want to go back to a pale. I've got a pale on. I do. The other thing I wanted to say, we were talking about birthdays earlier. I wanted to say happy birthday to Phil Smith for Monday. He's obviously been celebrating too much, but I did find out it was his birthday. But he did say he was going to be along tonight. But happy birthday, Phil, and to the hat.
Oh yes, it is. Yeah, right. Yeah, tomorrow, you guys. Oh, we can come on. Yeah, that'd be cool. All right, let's do this. Time to go.
Yeah, we'll catch you tomorrow.
That one. And oh, hello, person who just joined. We're about to leave. So thank you.
Yeah, sorry about that. We've done an hour and 3/4, but it will be available on Instagram, IGTV to watch back. And Monday night, hopefully, we will put it up, or I'll get it put up on YouTube as well. On Monday night, I've got a couple of videos scheduled for YouTube tomorrow night, Sunday night, which have already been on Instagram, but I've replayed them for YouTube, so that'll be something, only quick ones, won't take up too much of your time, a minute each. Have a few cocktails tomorrow. If you're watching this back and you're still watching and you've got any questions for us on 3 and 5, bung them in the comments and we'll maybe do that next time, another time we play this. We'll give it a go because I think it's quite fun. It's a good laugh. And it is an interesting insight into your mind, Rasko. The kind of stuff you come up with.
Indeed. Or don't come up with.
Yeah. It's been a laugh. Thank you to everybody for joining in. Have you got anything else, Rasko?
No.
Good stuff, sir.
Adios.
Another good week. We'll catch you next week. Oh, I haven't even talked about next week yet, but we'll do that during the week.
Yes. Well, yes. Let's just call it beards, not beers. So, adios. Bye-bye.
Cheers, Rasko.
Bye.